From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm MaddenGod. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins
like quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Now a handoff looking right. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
At the 40-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Will go down as a gain of 6. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolute phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. They'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And we get a glance at their leader in the huddle, the veteran, in his 9th season now in the league.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week. Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. First down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Now Richardson. And he's got his man on the out route. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Richardson out of the shotgun. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to play, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this group, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll go as a 42, making a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football.
The Dolphins offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. And we give you a look there at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns. You can see he's 2nd best amongst NFL running backs at this point in the season. 2nd and 10.
2nd down and
10. Richardson looking to throw this.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play.
3rd and 5.
Trap 60, trap 60. Here we go. Trap. Nice. Buffalo 18. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready.
Now it's Richardson.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
10 yards on the pickup.
19
It's 2nd and inches.
Richardson off the play fake.
Wide open receiver complete.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Back to the air with Richardson.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Dolphins have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
And New York set to take the field.
Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Pressure comes as he gets this one away.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
So not just running into the punter, but roughing the punter.
And I'm struggling with this one. You know, you're watching it, partner. Is it more the first rather than the latter? This is a tough one. Almost feels like he felt like he had to call it on that play.
The Dolphins get there this time. They bring him down. That'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
At the 36-yard line.
Come on, set. Set up.
Back to throw. Gonna throw right side here, complete. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
It's a quarterback sneak.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a block, maybe try and get a lead block.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Jets have got it back to within a score.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Oh, good return up past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
Miami set to take over. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one. And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Richardson.
Guy of the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
And the Dolphin first down.
Warriors 70. Dragon 60. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. 41 yards.
And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Now a timeout called for by the defense.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. They'll look to throw here. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a third down coming up. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Devin Witherspoon getting a hand in there that time.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Here comes Cohen. We call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. He's got a man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He has really thrown the ball well here in this first half. You see the numbers, up over 200 passing yards already. Play action. Now Richardson. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Now, line up to kick the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So that drive with 4 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Second and 1. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, 56 yards. And the Jets are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. Special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
Richardson looking to throw. is caught by Cohen. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 22.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready, right?
Here's Richardson to throw.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And the Dolphins are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Ready, go.
Back to throw. Richardson. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
To number 83. A gain of 3. Brings up 2nd and goal.
60
At the
now.
1-yard line.
Panther 60. Panther 6. Buffalo 18. 79 Broncos. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there. There to make the grab.
And the Dolphins add 6 to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
And now out come the Jets. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
They'll start on the ground. Hall.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at their 49-yard line.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Derek Hall in there that time to get him to the turf.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final done.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
A gain of 14.
Here we go.
And the Dolphin 1st down.
Off play action. Richardson.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
They'll look to throw again. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cohen. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
And Richardson yet again.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Dolphins continue to pull away here in this first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And a route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Time for another drive here for this Jets offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
You know, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Second and 21 at the 39-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a gain of 5. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here.
Brings up third down.
Back to throw here. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. On the return is Cole.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
Richardson to throw off play action.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's second and 15. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And some space here. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call it on is the field goal unit. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here.
So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshines. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Good-looking return set up here.
Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Looking to put a drive together.
So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well.
Throw left side complete. That's right. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be second down.
At the 36-yard line.
A give up the middle to right.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
They'll try and run for this with Wright.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started.
Here's A.J. Cole now.
And the way they this offense has moved the ball. He hasn't been needed till here in the third. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best.
And the Jets will take over.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll try and start this drive in the air. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
At the 46-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Derek Hall able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 40.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
He finds Wilson.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
They go play action with Richardson.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Miami.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
38-yard line.
Quick throw completed by Richardson.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
70, hot 70, 18, level, 18, Mustang 19. 70 range,
Richardson.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
Here we go, set. Cowboy 80. Put your hands on him. Go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he will find his man on the outside. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down.
3-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
from the shotgun. He'll look to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Derek Hall getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. Here's the Jets punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken at the 46. Touchdown. 51 yards there on the return punt. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after try forthcoming. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So his big play capability in full display there as he's able to return that punt for a touchdown. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The offense for the Jets ready to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there...
Well, this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
And the Jets set to take the field. Looking to put a drive together.
Ready?
They go play action here on first down. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
That's good for a Jets.
Let's go
First
now.
down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They're able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Cougar 19.
As the Dolphins 30.
Second and 6. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
First and 10 at the 25.
Now on first down. Shedding the tackle, and it gives him some room. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain.
Second down and a yard.
Brings up second and a yard.
And he's going to use his legs here.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
That's another Jets. First down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now back to throw.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
It's now third and goal.
looking to throw.
This pass out wide to Hall.
He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
It's 4th and goal.
Let's go now.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line.
He was brought down.
It's a good pickup on the ground of 7 yards, and time has run out on this 3rd quarter. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Here we go. Shot.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready,
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
And that is incomplete.
Up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. We're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
70 Timberwolves. I go.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Nick Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
They'll set up the screen for Hall.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
3rd and 19.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dolphins offense and Anthony Richardson ready for this next possession.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 9 here. From the shotgun, Richardson.
It's a short one there, complete to his tight end.
And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go.
Richardson off the play fake.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
At the 46-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready.
Play action. Now Richardson. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 26.
1st down. It's a gain of 20.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on
His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their fourth quarter lead. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left, and their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Following the play here, now we've got an injury.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Another go-around now for the Jets offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And Parker, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
First down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
So still 14 yards to go. Second down.
Let's go.
Back to throw again.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Back to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Miami's offense set and ready to go. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start first and 10. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. Here's 2nd and 7. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain.
3rd down and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Miami. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just haven't been able to keep pace where the other offense are going against here.
That's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at the elite level.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
First and 10.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
At the 26-yard line.
He'll drop to throw.
Now he's going to step up and run.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last lap by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Well, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Come on. Set. 70 ready.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
First down.
They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah, it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Get up. Three.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12.